Nobody should have to swing a hammer or wreck their back just to grow their own vegetables. I will show you how to build a raised bed using straw bales. This straw bale cost about $8, and it is already a raised bed. No lumber, no digging, and no kneeling in the dirt. And by the end of the season, it turns itself into next year's compost. Here's exactly how it works, step by step. Let's be honest about what a wooden raised bed really costs. $200 to $300 in lumber, a full weekend of building, and then hauling 40 bags of soil to fill it. A straw bale skips all three. $8, zero construction, and the only soil you buy is a small bag of potting mix for the top. Set it on a pallet or a row of cinder blocks, and your garden is suddenly waist high without driving a single screw. Bales drain perfectly, so roots never sit in water. They stay clear of soil-borne diseases, and they run a few degrees warmer than the ground plants love that. And here's the part no wooden bed can match. When the season ends, the bale doesn't need repairs. It becomes compost. The whole trick is a 2-week prep called conditioning. Get that right, and everything else is easy. But first, buying the right bale. Because one mistake here can ruin your entire season. Rule number 1, straw, not hay. They look similar stacked at the farm stand. They are not the same thing. Straw is the hollow stalk left after grain harvest, no seeds. Hay is dried grass, cut seeds and all. Plant into hay, and you've built the world's most efficient weed factory. Look for pale gold, hollow stems, and no seed heads anywhere. Wheat, oat, or barley straw all work. One more question that saves your season. Ask the seller if the field was sprayed with persistent herbicides, the pyralid family, sold under names like Grazon. They survive inside the straw, and they will quietly kill your tomatoes. One question. Ask it every time. And fall is when they're everywhere. Feed stores, farm stands, garden centers, $5 to $10 a bale. Pick the tightest bale on the stack, lift it by the strings, and if it barely flexes, that bale will hold together for 2 full growing seasons. Golden rule of straw bale gardening. A conditioned bale soaks up water and weighs over 50 pounds. So we place it once and never move it again. Your back will thank you. Pick a spot with 6 to 8 hours of sun. Close to your water spigot, you'll be watering this bale every day. Lay cardboard or landscape fabric underneath first. That's your weed barrier. No hoeing, ever. Orientation matters. Strings on the sides, cut ends of the straw facing up. Those open stems are thousands of little tubes that carry water and food straight down into the bale. Doing several, leave a mower's width between rows. Future you in July will be grateful. Conditioning sounds technical, but it isn't. You're just lighting a slow compost fire inside the bale so it starts feeding your plants. 12 days, 5 minutes a day, and a watering can does all the heavy lifting. Days 1 to 3, water only. Soak it through. Days 4 to 6, half a cup of high nitrogen fertilizer on top, watered in. Days 7 to 9, a quarter cup, watered in. Day 10, 1 cup of balanced 10-10-10. Days 11 and 12, rest. And check the temperature. The first 3 days are just about getting the bale wet to its core. Water until it runs out the bottom. For the nitrogen, cheap lawn fertilizer works. Just make sure it has no weed killer in it. Going organic, blood meal, or feather meal. Just double the dose. Then water it in. The water carries that nitrogen down to billions of microbes, and they do the digging for you. Around day 6, something remarkable happens. The bale heats up. 120, even 140 degrees inside. If you see steam on a cool morning, that's not a problem. That's success. The heat peaks, then falls. Your only job is to wait for it to drop back under 100 degrees. That's the green zone. That's planting day. No thermometer? Push your hand in, wrist deep. Warm like bath water? Plant. Hot, like a fresh cup of coffee. Give it 2 more days. And if little gray mushrooms pop up, perfect. They're proof the bale is alive and working. Brush them off. Don't eat them, and carry on. 12 days, 1 watering can. And here's a secret for right now. Condition bales in September. Let them sit through winter, and they're ready to plant. The moment spring arrives, no waiting. Planting works two ways. Transplants go straight into the bale. Seeds need a thin bed of soil on top. Both take minutes. For a transplant, wedge open a pocket with your trowel, drop in a handful of potting mix, set the plant, and close the straw around it. Done. For seeds, spread 2 inches of potting mix across the top and sow like it's any seed bed. Lettuce, radishes, spinach, they love it. Up there. Per bale, you can do 2 tomatoes or 4 peppers, or 2 cucumbers, or 2 zucchini, or a full carpet of salad greens. And don't forget the sides. They're free real estate. Tuck herb plugs or strawberries right into the flanks of the bale, starting this fall. Spinach, kale, and lettuce planted in September, mean fresh salads from your bale in October. 2 things to skip: corn, it's too tall and top heavy for a bale, and perennials like asparagus, because the bale won't outlive them. Bales drain fast. That's their superpower and their one demand. Water every day. Here's how to make even that effortless. A soaker hose snaked across the bale tops, plugged into a $15 timer, and watering handles itself. We'll build that exact setup in an upcoming video in this series. Feed every 10 to 14 days with any liquid fertilizer. A bale gives your plant structure and warmth. The groceries are your job. Staking tomatoes, drive the stake into the ground beside the bale. Never into the bale itself. Straw softens as it composts, the earth doesn't. And weeding, the occasional sprout from the straw pulls out in seconds. Standing up basket on the bale, harvest at your fingertips. By late fall, the bale sags, darkens, and gives up its shape. It isn't worn out, it's finished as compost. Crumble that black gold into your containers, your borders, or next year's bales. The $8 bed just paid you back. So, that's the full loop, $8. No building, no digging, no kneeling, and at the end, free compost instead of a repair job. Because the best garden isn't the one that demands the most from you. It's the one that meets you where you are. If your back is the reason you garden less than you used to, this whole series is for you.